In November last year, CAS students from the British International School Phuket took a trip to meet the rescue turtles at the Khao Marine Turtle Foundation's shelter at the JW Marriott Resort, and learned more about the dangers to the Andaman's marine life at the Phang Sea Turtle Conservation Unit. Armed with a new knowledge of the plight of the sea turtle, the students were then tasked with creating representative sculptures to be displayed at 4 local conservation centres. This past week, the students presented their completed sculptures. Panton from JW Marriott was there to find out all about them.
We're here with Francis, Suta and Leon, who have made this incredible recycled turtle, and we're just about to find out some more information which we're going to share with Khun Hiran from the Biological Centre and our National Park representatives and the IUCN. So, fire away.
Alright, so we spent roughly 10 weeks making this turtle, 1 hour each week.
Great.
And our group name is Save the Wildlife, STW.
Great.
And this turtle is supposed to represent Tommy, which is at the Khao Marine Turtle Foundation right now, and it's a blind turtle.
So he's blind.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We love that. Thank you.
And because of this, he gets a disadvantage in the wildlife. You can see it's a male due to the length of its tail. However, since he's blind, there's a disadvantage in the wild, in the wild, to where he might be affected by speedboats, and that's why this turtle in particular has an injured shell, and that's why it's kind of deformed.
Is that there?
Yeah.
Great. And then you've hooked it all up together.
Exactly. So.
Do you know what? It's quite interesting because that actually happens. And Hiran, when that happens, you do fiberglass, do you know, to put the shell back together. So they do get hit by speedboats, and then Hiran's vets at BIS fiberglass them back together again. Raymond, nice to see you again, as always. I must say I'm very impressed with your turtle. It's amazing. So could you talk us through it?
Okay, so
Hiran and Nock of the team are going to be really excited about this, and we want to know what it represents.
So we first started off with designing our project, and we thought that it would be nice as a team if we designed it around the life cycle of a turtle. So that's where we got our idea of having started from the eggs and then the final adult turtle.
Amazing.
And if I just spin it around, you can see like the eggs, and it goes to the baby turtle.
Oh yeah, okay, great.
A slightly bigger turtle on the side, and then on the top you've got the biggest one.
Okay, great, that's fantastic, I love that.
And then we've centered it around a coral reef, making it so that represents a ecosystem. So what we're trying to say is that if we don't take care of the ecosystem, then the turtles around it will get affected by it as well.
Wow, so it's...
These
No.
plastic bottles are all the bottles that I used in my house in 1 week.
Whoa.
Which is a lot. I have quite a small house and like a family of 3 people, so it really like brings attention the amount of plastic that we use in our daily lives.
Exactly.
And we chose to use plastic because I think it's the material that affects turtles the most, and they tend to eat it and get killed because of it.
Now we've got our third turtle we're looking at today. It looks like quite a robust turtle, this one, I must say. So, can you explain to us the rationale behind it and how you did it and everything?
First, we started off with 2-3 weeks of planning, so which materials, how we wanted to do it.
Ah, that's interesting.
And what kind of message we wanted.
So you drew it out first?
Yeah, we did.
Then you figured out what materials you needed to use?
Then we even got the measurements and stuff.
Oh really? Okay, great. So quite a scientific process.
What we decided here is that we wanted to show what kind of things go into the ocean and what kind of things the turtle could consume. So some of these things are inside the shell because of what the turtle consumes.
Sure.
In it. So as we can see, what this shows is that the effects of the pollution in the water it has in the turtle. Then if we look up towards the eye, we have an eye patch to symbolize.
Oh yeah, look, it's got an eye patch. Yes, perfect. Pirate turtle, Tommy.
So we decided to add an eye patch because we wanted to show that it doesn't only affect its exterior, the shell, but it affects its vision,
Sure.
how it survives, how it hunts. So we decided to add an eye patch to show these kinds of effects.
Do you want to explain how you came up with this great vision?
So, you see, we use the Coke labels and different brandings to represent the big companies in the world and how that kind of affects us globally, where bottles are always in the ocean and they go to the beach, and then that just kind of pollutes the environment and it
Yes.
affects the turtles.
Badly.
Badly.
Yes, it does. Nice message.
So what it actually is, what it's made up of is technically everything comes from plastic bottles. So here on the fins you can see plastic bottle caps, also here on the head, and inside we filled it with the main plastic bottle for the structure.
Yep.
You can see it.
Great, I can see them. Yeah.
And then this is practically a baby leatherback turtle coming out from the egg.
It's
So
lovely.
that kind of represents how it's being brought up in a polluted environment.
It's been born in a polluted environment. You're exactly right. So did it make you more aware of how much plastic you use at home? I think you said that that was 1 week's supply, yeah, Hannah? Is that right? 1 week's supply of bottles in your house and you've only got 3 people there. So were you surprised at how much plastic you used at home? Did this project help identify that? Does it help you now as you walk around too, being more aware of plastic waste? Great, great. So I think the next step for you guys then is to come to Khao and to teach the local schools this project and what you've done, and then we can get them to make some projects too. What do you think? So you become the teachers or the stewards of the marine environment.